welcome to video 2. In this video, we're going to determine how we can evaluate a piecewise function, which means at some x value, can we find the y value? That's what we're going to figure out in this video. So let's just do it. Okay, so first example, we'll start on the left-hand side, and we'll look at this function here. F of x equals, remember this symbol is a bracket to show that we're combining two different functions into one piecewise function. So we got x minus 2 for when x is less than or equal to 0, and we have 2x plus 1 if x is larger than 0. So let's figure out what the value f of x is, which is like y, when x equals negative 1. So first we need to figure out which function to use, the top one or the bottom one. So when x is negative 1 is less than 0, which means we need to use this top function because negative 1 is less than or equal to 0. So I guess I could write top function. So top, because x is less than or equal to 0. Now we plug in that x value into the top function. So x minus 2 becomes, plug in a negative 1 for x. This is an arrow. Negative 1 minus 2, which equals negative 3. Which means that another way to write that is f of negative 1, because we replace x with negative 1, equals negative 3. Now, when x equals 3 is larger than 0, so we're going to use this bottom function. So now we can write f of 3 equals 2 times x, which is 3, plus 1, which equals, remember, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So that means f of 3 equals 7. Now let's do a couple more examples. What is f of 8? First, we got to figure out what our domains are doing. These portions of this piecewise function right here are called domains. So our function equals 3 if x is less than negative 2. Our function is x plus 2 if x is between negative 2 and 5. And our function is 4x if x is larger than 5. So let's see, f of 8 is 8. Let's see, 8 is larger than 5. So we're going to use this bottom function right here. So this means f of 8 is going to equal 4 times x, which is 8, which equals 32. Now f of 0, you need to figure out where 0 is in here. Is 0 greater than 5? Nah. Is 0 between negative 2 and 5? Yes. So now for this one, we are going to use the middle one. Maybe I can use like a dark pinkish color. So we're going to use this middle guy for f of 0. So this means f of 0 is going to be x plus 2. Remember, x is 0. So we end up with 0 plus 2, which is just equal to 2. All right, and that's what I have for evaluating a piecewise function. Email me with any questions that you have.